In yesterday's video, I discussed the possibility that search generative AI on Google is going to lead to a downfall of some people's websites. However, at the end of the video, I did talk a little bit about diversification and how that can really help you. In this video, I'm going to give you some ideas for device diversification, which should allow you to survive any Google update in the future. First of all, so you know that I know what I'm talking about, let's have a little look at one of the projects that I'm currently working on. This is a brand new e-commerce brand, and in the first year, we've gone from 3 impressions a day to 7,500 impressions a day, 1.4 million total impressions, 40,000 total clicks. This will probably end at about 70,000 clicks for the first year, which personally I'm very happy with. Now let's talk a little bit about diversifying your SEO portfolio. Now, one of the first things I recommend you do, especially with Bing chat becoming more popular, is you set up Bing. This is actually incredibly easy. All you need to do is have a Google Analytics profile that is connected. So we use an email right here, which is connected. And when you go to log into Microsoft, just log in with your Google email and then verify the Bing webmaster with your Google Analytics profile. Now you can see we're not going completely crazy or anything like that, but we're getting, we sometimes get 5 clicks a day, which again is really good in my opinion. And then if we go on isuit, just an example, you can see that we sometimes get even more clicks than that. But this is something, I'm doing this just in case in the future Bing becomes the dominant search engine, and I recommend everybody do the exact same as me. So make sure you are verified on Bing Webmaster. That is my first piece of advice. You can see it does bring in some traffic. Second piece of advice is to do the exact same thing, but this time with Yandex. This is for Russian language speakers, but let me just say something right now. I'm not necessarily targeting Russians. There are millions of people around the world who are Russian speakers, but they're not Russian. In fact, Russian people can't even buy from us. We can't even deliver to Russians. So I'm talking about people who speak Russian, okay? But also it looks like they have Arabic speaking countries, because I did translate all of our pages into different languages, and it looks like the Arabic ones have been taken pretty well. Again, 12 clicks sometimes, 16 clicks sometimes, 7 clicks on average, maybe 8 or 9 clicks every day. That is really good, and I think that's going to continue growing as Yandex, for example, might keep growing as people kind of try different search engines, basically. And I think, it's just preparing for the future as well. Okay, the next thing that I recommend that you do is that on your page experience on your Search Console, you have as many URLs as possible that have been accepted by Search Console. Also, just in general, user experience on your website has to be absolutely fantastic. This is going to become more and more important. I absolutely guarantee it. Just because there's going to be more competition between the high quality content. Okay, that's actually another point. If you really want to continue growing on Google, you're going to have to bring high levels of good content. That's going to be absolutely vital in the future. Now, the way that I make ChatGPT content, I feel like it's good enough to continue ranking, at least for the foreseeable future, which is why I am personally doing it. I don't really intend on changing how I am personally creating content, but I would just say people need to understand that I put a lot of effort and a lot of thought into how I actually produce my content. So if you just copy 5% of what I do, it's not going to future-proof your website. Another thing is they are coming with a different report very soon. I think it's called NLE or something. I can't actually remember what the name is. Let's just have a quick look. So let's go and open report here. It's this one here, INP, which is going to come into play in March 2024. So they're giving you a lot of time. Make sure that your pages have got a good INP, and Shopify in general, if you're using a base theme and not using any page builders, you can see that the result here is very good. Another thing you have to do is you have to make sure all of your pages are getting indexed properly. This is something that people do not pay enough attention to. Basically, if you click on pages on the side, you should see a lot of index pages. Now, we have 6.25 thousand, which is absolutely crazy amounts of pages, okay? Most people have maybe 100 to 500 pages here. You can see in 1 year, I've made 6,250 pages, and there are many more coming because of something I'm going to talk about in a second. But the way that you kind of guarantee that you're being indexed, etc., is that you have something that is known as a sitemap. So first of all, if you use a decent CMS like Shopify, WordPress, etc., and whatever, then you're probably going to have a sitemap, and it should be at your website /sitemap.xml. But the important thing is that you then take the sitemap, you verify your search console, and then you verify your search console, your sitemap inside your search console. So you can see right here, I haven't added the Arabic pages here, for example. So I'm just going to do site2men.it/ I think it's AR for Arabic. You can see we're already getting indexed for some Arabic content, which is super, super exciting. I'm very, very excited to see how this goes. Japan as well seems to potentially have been indexed. Let's see. Yeah, this is Japanese. Beautiful. Not everything gets translated, but you can see it's kind of getting there slowly. I'm going to run through it. I'm going to run through the tool that I use, etc., in this video quickly. But just make sure that your sitemap is indexed on both on Google and Bing and on Yandex as well. A good test that you can do to see if your website is kind of being it will be good in the future as well is to see how quickly your new content gets indexed. So we've got this blog right here, which was written recently. We're going to check if that's indexed. And then we're also going to check if one of our new collections is also being indexed. If both of these are being indexed, then we know that we are doing fine and that kind of everything is working as it should be. So this is indexed, and then we'll check this one as well. And then another thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to check to see if this page right here has some traffic on Ahrefs as well. If this does, then everything is fine, and I'm confident in the longevity of this particular website, even if there were 100 updates to Google. So it looks like there are no keywords here. I thought there might be some keywords, but obviously not. Let's just try without the S. Yeah, there is a keyword here, mallow sweater, which is beautiful. Then my boss would be really happy with that result. Let's see. Okay, we're not here, but that's fine. Another thing that I think is really important is that you grab people's emails. If more and more people are going to be going through search generative AI and may not potentially see your website, then what you really need is a hook and a reason for people to stay within your business. Now, I'm currently doing this with a pop-up. It doesn't look like anything is popping up right now, which is fine. I think I canceled the pop-up. There we go. So right now I am building an email list, and the good thing about an email list is it's not controlled by anyone. That email is your list, okay? All of those emails are your emails. So you should curate these. You should send out 2 or 3 emails every single week. Promote your own blogs, whatever it might be. That will help you in the future when SGE comes and potentially other updates, which will potentially affect the visibility of our websites. Another thing that I'm currently recommending is that you translate everything on your website into a different language. Now, the way that I recommend you do this is pretty specific, actually. So let's just go to a random page on our website like Kiton. Now, the way that I'm currently doing this is I'm just adding the language with it's called an href lang tag. So that's this bit right here. So if I change the language to any language, that part of it will change. Let's go to Danish, for example. You'll see it'll say DA. And we'll see, for example, if we have anything that is indexed yet for the Danish website. Perfect. You can see already things are getting indexed. And that's going to slowly start to bring in traffic. Now, the good thing about this tool right here, okay, I'm using eTranslate, language translate. I was using the free Shopify version. If you only have 2 different languages, so English and then 2 other languages, then use the free Shopify version if you're on Shopify. If you are wanting to have more than 3 languages, then you're going to have to use this paid tool. This paid tool costs $19.99 a month for 20 languages, which is going to be huge for us, and I can really see a good spike of traffic coming soon. Let me show you why I think that. So let's go on search results right here, go on new, and then we'll do page, URLs containing /es/, hit enter. You can see the Spanish version of the website, which I only added in June, I think. Wait, that might not be right. Might be being a little bit earlier than that. I added it in May. Just look at that. Just for automated translations. That is crazy. So at the time, I did a few languages. I did German as well. I think German's even older. Wow, you can see that has a really good effect. And then let's just, I don't know, let's try one of the new ones like /AR because I'm just curious. Probably not going to be much here. Yeah, 0 impressions. Let's check the most recent date, see what's coming up. Oh, we actually have impressions. I don't know what that means. Translate to English. Italian jeans brands. Look at that. That is such a good keyword. A lot of people who speak Arabic want our product, okay? And the reason this is such a good method is because currently anyone that's Arabic will probably not find our website because we have no presence on Google in the language of Arabic. But we, just because of a switch that I turned on right here, we are now ranking for Arabic keywords and 20 other languages. And what did I do? I picked the languages that we sell the most to, the countries that we sell the most to. I have got a really good feeling about this method, okay? I think this is really, really good for the long term as well. You can see overall, Two Men is doing really, really well at the moment, 8,000 impressions, and this website just feels very, very future-proof. This is all content that's made by ChatGPT as well. People need to remember that. So as long as you do it properly, it will be future-proofed. The final thing I want to talk about is video. I just want to mention this quickly because it's one of those things that just not many people really want to do it. But video, short-form video. So for example, what I would recommend is people do something like this. So all you need to do is get your video, get your phone, whatever, and turn it around. Get a little tripod, okay? And give a perspective on something, okay? So let's say, I don't know, kit on suits. Why I like kit on suits. So just make a very, very short, this should be vertical, but whatever, kit on suits video. And if I actually go on Google and write kit on, then this is kind of where I got the idea from, even though I've been talking about this for months and months. If I scroll down the other day, I don't think this is in English, so this isn't going to work. But basically, let's go on Ahrefs actually. And we'll type in kit on as a keyword on Keyword Explorer. I really want to show you guys this because I think this is super, super important. I think this is going to be more and more important as we go along as well. It looks like they've actually removed the result, which is interesting. There it is. So, are kit on jackets worth it? Let's open this up. Okay, 21,000 views already. Really, really good organic SEO. And all I did was write kit on Google. And it's actually showing up 4th or 5th, I think it was. 7th, which is really, really interesting if you think about it. This is a brand new video. It's just using video as a way to jump ahead of the queue. That's going to be it, guys. I really, really recommend that people try and apply at least a few of these to your business, whether it be e-commerce, niche affiliate website, whatever it might be. Images as well are really, really good. So make some images with Midjourney just to keep people on your site, just to give Google a little bit more information to read about on your website. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon with some more content. Peace out.